I'm meteorologist Carl Bonack. Welcome to Upper Michigan Source Weather on Demand for Tuesday, November the 18th. There were big snows yesterday, last night, and early today. 1.5 feet. Bessemer and Big Snow Country, southern Houghton at Alston. Also just about 1.5 feet. Forest Lake and interior Alger County. Up at Big Bay in northern Marquette County, 8 inches of snow. And even in the south along Lake Michigan, those snow bands off of Lake Superior brought 7 inches of snow to Manistee. And of course, it's been cold. Officially, the high 17, the low 11. Put it all together, 15 degrees below the long-term average. And has it been cold? As far as the last 4 days, from Sunday right on through today, 4 record low high temperatures in a row. And from November 12th through the 18th, over the last week, it's been almost 16 degrees, 15.7 degrees below the long-term average. The reason? We've got a deep trough over central North America with the cold air running deep into the country. In fact, according to Weather Bell Analytics, Dr. Ryan Maui, he's computed this. He says that it was the coldest November morning in 38 years, going all the way back to 1976 across the United States as a whole. And with this type of pattern, it's not surprising at all. We will get a maybe temporary warm up, but the cold is here to stay, at least for the next few days. Lows tonight, big range from the teens along Lake Superior, single numbers to even around 0 and below. It was early tonight already, just after sunset, below 0 at Peavy Falls in Iron County. If it gets well below 0, temperatures rise later on because there's a new system that will bring in clouds later on, and maybe a dusting of light snow in the southwestern UP. Then highs for tomorrow will warm just a touch to around 20 in places like Marquette and Houghton, in the 20s in the east, warmest along Lake Michigan, mid-20s or so in Manistee with a wind off the lake. Likely in the interior of the UP, away from any lake influence, it will only be in the teens. Low pressure will be working across Wisconsin tomorrow. We expect a light dusting of snow over most sections, but somewhat heavier snow is expected in the areas that have been getting it. This time in the east, initially, portions of Schoolcraft into southeastern Luce County toward the bridge. There could be a few inches of snow off of Lake Michigan. Then late in the day, as the winds switch to the west, heavy lake effect snow may start to affect the west end of the UP with 2 to 4 inch snow possible quickly late in the day. Then on Thursday, low pressure moves to our east. We expect a blustery, gusty, cold west to northwest wind and more lake effect in the same areas that got affected by that lake effect to begin the week. Your TV 6-day forecast. Look for the cold to continue. Thursday, highs mainly in the teens. We'll say around 20, maybe into the 20s Friday. But then look at that over the weekend. We're still expecting a substantial warm up. We'll get to average, if not above Saturday, above average on Sunday. A little rain and snow possible on Saturday with cloudy skies, and then a good chance of rain with a more substantial low pressure storm system starting to work into the Great Lakes on Sunday. Transitioning the way it looks now to a wet, heavy snow from west to east early next week.